What's going on, guys? It's your boy CoinCoverage here, bringing you another crypto video. And today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin Cash being added to Coinbase. This happened yesterday night actually, and it actually, as you can see, skyrocketed completely. Um, it's currently at $3,911 on Coinbase, and it went up $2,665 basically yesterday, and then 214% basically yesterday as well. Most of those gains were made yesterday from Bitcoin Cash support on Coinbase. They distributed their Bitcoin Cash from the fork they owed to the people who were holding Bitcoin on August 1st. And so basically, if you took my advice and bought Bitcoin Cash for the altcoins for December, you made some massive gains. And once again, I'll be going over those altcoins. I'll link to the video down in the description as well. If you guys listen to that video, wow, you guys would be up tremendously. But to be fair, the whole market has been pretty much green. As you can see, the Bitcoin dominance has kind of drove down a little bit since altcoins are starting to rally. But we're experiencing somewhat of a pullback today just because Bitcoin overall is just lowering its price down 8%. And another thing I want to talk about is other coins that potentially are rising due to this Bitcoin added to Coinbase and Bitcoin Cash. Because I made the video earlier this week talking about how Bitcoin Cash was definitely the number one contender to be added. But the thing is, they added it early. So another thing I want to mention after this big increase in price, there was people that were speculating that some of the Coinbase employees were uh, basically buying up Bitcoin Cash before this big release, and they had insider trading. And it's actually pretty big news, as you can see. They even tweeted out, Coinbase maintains a strict trading policy and internal guidelines for employees. Coinbase employees have been prohibited from trading in Bitcoin Cash for several weeks. So this goes to show that there could have been possibly a lot of insider information, because the charts are just being absolutely weird. These are some good examples here. Insider trading, essentially, it had kind of this big, crash after the sell-off after the initial pump Bitcoin Cash had. As you can see, it says totally not insider trading from Coinbase release, because the price steadily increased on Bitcoin Cash without really making a big rally, and then Bitcoin Cash is added to Coinbase and just rallies completely up to enormous numbers. So it's just kind of strange overall. Basically, now this explains how Bitcoin Cash split. The Bitcoin program split into two, creating Bitcoin Cash, which is called the fork, hard fork. And we already talked about Bitcoin Cash in the December video, so you can go watch that. But Bitcoin Cash essentially just improved upon Bitcoin's transaction speeds, block size, basically everything original Bitcoin had a problem with. Bitcoin Cash again up still massively today, over 4K. If you would have bought this in my December video, you would probably it was at about 1400 when I announced that it was probably going to be a good buy. You would have made some good money. But the thing is, the reason why it's kind of like just out of nowhere is because they were planning to add this January 1st, or that's at least what they said they were going to do, but they kind of just threw it out there randomly. No one really had any idea this was getting added last night, so it was pretty crazy. As you can see, the volume is massive now. The markets don't show on here. It doesn't really show Coinbase yet, so they're not really integrating Coinbase's price into this price itself. I don't see it on here. I don't see GDEX. But anyways, let's go look at the other contenders that I believe are rising because of this. A lot of people are buying Bitcoin Gold simply because it's the second highest Bitcoin fork that's doing really, really, or in market cap at least. So they believe maybe they'll distribute their Bitcoin Gold to Coinbase users and add Bitcoin Gold as well. If you ask my opinion, it's definitely possible. Even though they've talked about how Bitcoin Gold and other previous articles, how they're not really, they didn't really define, they're not really an open source as much, and they didn't really give as much information to Coinbase in order to be added. There's not really that many accessible information from Bitcoin Gold. Although I still can see maybe if the popularity of Bitcoin Cash still rises on Coinbase, they can potentially add another Bitcoin to the fork. So this could be a contender for the top 5. I mean, I was thinking about adding it, but I don't know. I just don't believe they'll really add it because it's kind of has a bad rep to it. Bitcoin Gold wasn't really a popular fork, but I mean, of course it is because it still has an um, $8 million or $8 billion market cap. So yeah, Bitcoin Gold essentially is the basic resistance Bitcoin, and with a few improvements upon it. Another Bitcoin fork that happened already is Super Bitcoin. It's rising a little bit, as you can see, kind of a steady incline, and that could possibly be from a little bit of that. I'm assuming is from the Bitcoin Cash adding to Coinbase. Another thing I've noticed also is Bitcoin Diamond adding to Coinbase, or not adding to Coinbase, I'm sorry, they're not adding it. Bitcoin Diamond Futures, which is a fork that's soon to be distributed, rising significantly as well, probably because it was pretty cheap for a while. It didn't really follow the altcoin bull run because, as you can see, the Bitcoin price is pretty low, and then finally making its USD value rise a little bit. So yep, those are the forks that I know of. I know there's Bitcoin Silver. We'll take a look at that. I don't think not all of them are doing super well, but this is partially due that they're hoping to add more Bitcoin forks to Coinbase. Bitcoin Silver not too popular to Bitcoin just because it's just I don't know. There's also another Bitcoin. There's plenty of other forks that we can go through, but yeah. So Bitcoin Cash adding to Coinbase. Yeah, wow, it's already kind of dropped too. Honestly, what I expected to happen was the price would obviously significantly go up. In the long term of things, this is great because people will dump their Bitcoin Cash initially, typically. So this rise isn't even compared to what it could be in a few months because Bitcoin Cash, since it just got added, it really doesn't. The distributed Bitcoin Cash will be dumped by a lot of users that don't know about it initially. There's a lot of people that are holding just Bitcoin on Coinbase that don't really know about any altcoins and they don't really care for them, so they don't want to hold these altcoins. So they just see it as free money. It's kind of like any other fork. So essentially, this is great for long-term Bitcoin Cash, but at the same time, it's kind of, I mean, it's good for the short term as well, but you can see the price increase you're seeing right now is definitely, in my opinion, going to significantly boost Bitcoin Cash in the future. As you can see, Litecoin completely exploded. All these coins completely exploded just from being on Coinbase, and Bitcoin's volume just completely rising, and a lot of people, coming on Coinbase. As you know, Coinbase itself is trending on the App Store. It's one of the most bought free apps on the App Store on the iPhone. For a couple months now, and it's pretty crazy that just shows you the mainstream adoption is really coming in. Since Coinbase is simply the easiest used platform, accessible platform for newbies to come in and buy their Bitcoin. So, do I think Bitcoin Cash definitely will benefit from this? Significantly, yes, it will. It would definitely will do well in this regard. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's videos. I kept it really a little bit shorter. I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter because I know some have been hitting 20 minutes. This one fairly shorter. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I hit 200 subscribers yesterday as well. I don't know what my goal is at the end of the year. Maybe 500. I don't know. We still have a few weeks, so maybe 500 will be the goal. Excuse me. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.